I think if I hear you call me Becky one more time, six-pack, I'm gonna pop your tops. All six of them.
This summer, feel the power of the Master of Disguise.
Folks around here call me W.
Hoya!
Let's party! Go get the key, Buttercup.
Tina Carvey,
How did you know it was me?
the Master of Disguise. Rated PG. Now playing in theaters everywhere.
Fuck you, asshole.
First off, thanks goes out to Total Meltdown 2, who sent in a request via Patreon. Thank you so much for that. If anyone's ever interested in sending requests, you can either do it directly via my PayPal, or you can be part of my Patreon, where you can request reviews, re-reviews, movie topics, commentaries, what have you. Either way is fine. Down below in the info box, feel free. Now, really what this is, Dana Carvey's poor attempt to doing an Austin Powers movie. That's really what this is. That's really what this is. It's Dana Carvey going, I want to have what Mike Myers is having. I want to have that success. I want to have what the hell he's having. Austin Powers is being very successful. He's got a franchise. I want to have a movie where I could play different characters, or I can do different things, and maybe it could be a franchise, and I get to kick a little ass, and there's even a moment where it's not quite a karate chop, it's more like a big slap, but I get to do my own thing, and maybe that's not the reason why he did this, but that's what it comes across as. Dana Carvey desperately wanting to have the success Mike Myers had with Austin Powers. And I like Austin Powers, the first one. The second one I don't mind. The third one, but I still rather watch the third one than this pile of fucking trash horseshit. This movie is fucking garbage. Dana Carvey's character is annoying. He's irritating. He's an ass of a scratch, of an ass, of a dick, of an ass, of a fast, a sass. He's a rash that get on your ass, but you can't itch it away. And if you keep itching it, it's going to bleed. And it's also the rashes on your balls, the rashes on your face, the rashes up your nose. So you're scratching it, people think you're picking it. It's like, yeah, I'm picking my brain. So I can have a neuralizer up there to forget about this piece of shit movie that I just fucking saw. That you have Brent Spiner, Data from Star Trek Next Generation. Brent Spiner, half the time he's on screen, he's farting. Let me say that again. Half the time Brent Spiner, who's the villain of the piece, is on screen, he's fucking farting. The plot, it starts off with Bo Derek from the movie 10. She was in Tommy Boy. She's run away. She's even got the hair that she had in the movie 10 with Dudley Moore. And people are chasing after her, and you realize this Bo Derek is a disguise, that the master of disguise, James Brolin, him and his family are masters of disguises. And years later, he doesn't want to tell his son, the Italian, Dana Carvey, who he really is and what his legacy is. There's Dana Carvey, his father James Brolin, and a grandfather. Hell, there's even a point where there's a kid early on who likes Shrek, and Dana Carvey pretends to be Shrek and Donkey doing their voices for the kid. Which again, just makes me go, man, you really want to be Mike Myers. Because at this time, Mike Myers was killing it. Think about it, Mike Myers was killing it this time. With Austin Powers and the sequels, and then Shrek and its sequels. In a way, Mike Myers is one of the people on top of the world with those two successful franchises. It's just sadly he did films like The Love Guru, and then he sadly kind of disappeared. Once in a blue moon does something. Maybe that was by choice. Maybe not. I don't know. But here it just... Dana Carvey's character is so dumb, moronic. He's one of the more annoying leads in a comedy that I've seen since The Pest with John Leguizamo. He accidentally spills spaghetti on people's faces. He's like, I clean, gooey sauce. And then he's shredding cheese on these folks that got fucking spaghetti spilled on their fucking head. And he'll talk with his dad and for some fucking reason quote, Papa don't preach, I'm in trouble. Quoting fucking Madonna. His parents get taken. His mom is played by Kathy Najimy, who I remember from Sister Act. She was all... No, that wasn't her. That was... No, it's the other girl. It's the girl from Ferris Bueller's Day Off, who is the secretary. She was the secretary in Ferris Bueller's Day Off. She was also in Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. Was it like Edie or Eden? She was also... You remember Planes, Trains, Automobiles, where the lady... Do you have your ticket? I threw it away. Oh no. Oh no, what? You're fucked. Like, that's the mom. It's not Kathy Najimy from Hocus Pocus and... I should have looked this up. What was her name? Damn, I want to get her name. Just, she's a good character actress I've seen in other movies. Sorry about that, folks. Again, I should have thought of this before. I cannot believe this movie costs... It made $43 million on a $16 million budget. Are you shitting me? Are you telling me this was a box office hit? Edie McClurg is who I was talking about. She plays the mom. Edie McClurg. She was Jeffrey Jones' secretary in Ferris Bueller's Day Off. She was the gal going, "You're fucked" to Steve Martin in Planes, Trains, Automobiles. She was in Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. So it made $12 million in the U.S. It opened with $12 million? And it made $40 million domestically on a $16 million budget. So this film doubled its budget, so it was a hit. I guess not a $100 million hit, so no more sequels, but this piece of shit made over $40 million. Literally, if I did a top 20 worst comedies, this might be on the list. With how annoying and irritating this motherfucking character was, how the jokes are just so obvious or awful. From after the parents are taken, he's talking to a fucking cannoli. A fucking cannoli begging for help. I don't know what to do. I'm asking for help. But you do this. To an Exorcist joke where his grandpa shows up and you play Tubular Bells from The Exorcist. Jokes. These are one of the jokes. The guy's his grandpa, but he doesn't realize it yet. And I'm looking for my son, your father. And he's like, my father is your son. Oh, you are my sister. Do I even need to say any more? These are the type of jokes we have in this fucking movie. These are the type of jokes. Oh, I'm sorry. Jokes. These are the type of jokes we have. Just jokes. I mean, we have something actually fucking funny going on here. I'd rather watch Police Academy Mission to fucking Moscow than this fucking piece of shit. I mean, he does all these fucking disguises because he gets taught by his grandpa the secrets of his family, and they show the history of their family, including Abraham Lincoln dancing to the song, I like to move it, move it. Oh, I'm sorry, the guy disguised himself as Abraham Lincoln. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. Dancing that song. To Dana Carvey going, I'm going to be the master of disguise. I'm going to be the master of disguise. To reading a book that's Masters of Disguise for Dummies. To getting in a fat suit and floating around because it's got too big. Meanwhile, Brent Spiner, the villain, is trying to get James Brolin to steal the Constitution and the Liberty Bell. And each time James Brolin gets back into the car, Brent Spiner farts. He fucking farts. He farts. This movie's the equivalent of a fucking fart. This is a running fucking theme. And the grandpa starts telling this bullshit to Dana Carvey. Oh, well, you gotta be the master of disguise. There's a force field around us. What, like the fucking Force from Star Wars? No, this case is called Energetico. And you will be that person. So you have this thing that seems pretty damn racist nowadays, uncomfortably racist, where Dana Carvey's in Indian makeup. Do the think you comedian? He doesn't say that, but that's the accent. And he's painted almost in blackface. I mean, Indian face. Don't do the ding dong. They did not doorbell. And he's charming the snake to the fact that the snake loves his ass. And then the grandpa teaches Dana Carvey he needs to slap people like this, open hand, and each time you do it, say, who's your daddy? This isn't a fucking movie. They did an assistant that they say, well, she's got a small ass, but okay. And then the fucking... First off, the disguises suck, because I can always tell it's you. Isn't that the point of disguise, to not tell if it's you? But I can always tell it's you. So technically, you suck ass as a master of disguise. Then, he's got to go to the turtle club. So he stupidly thinks he's got to be a fucking turtle. So he has like a green... he looks like one of the fucking people from Wizard of Oz. And then he just goes... You mean I'm not turtly enough for your turtle club? He just keeps saying, turtle, 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 Toodle, what's next? I'm done it. Or the bullshit. I got to go to my shell. He bites the guy's nose off. Kinda. Because when he bites the nose off, there's literally nothing there. No, not blood. Literally, imagine Play-Doh. From here. When he bites the nose off, imagine this entire thing is Play-Doh. And then Dana Carvey spits it back up. And then his nose is fine. I understand you to be cartoonish, but you have to at least be fucking funny or clever. Not stupid. I mean, it cuts back to James Brolin. Sometimes he pretends to be Jesse Ventura as actual Jesse Ventura. Sometimes it's supposed to be, I think, Jessica Simpson as actually Jessica Simpson. That's James Brolin's disguises. Again, pretty much anytime he dispatches the car, Brent Spiner's there and he farts. I know you think I'm joking. I'm not. Dana Carvey's trying to find his mom and dad. He gets into a party. He pretends to be Scarface. With your attitude, it should be Krabby Cakes. It's like, let me tell you something, man. Dana Carvey, you know shit about this, man. Maybe you should talk to Cody Santana. Okay? You should talk to Cody Santana to know about being Scarface. Huh? You puto? Maybe you need to talk about Cody Santana. With me. Cody Santana teach you little things. Ain't that right, Frank? Teach you little things about being a cool guy. To be on top of the world, Chico. And anything you do. Cause you don't know shit about spit. Ain't that right, Dana Carvey? But this time you talk to Cody Santana. Get the fuck out of here with this shit. Trying to be Scarface. Dancing to Gloria Estefan. And then he runs away from some guys. And then he's on a boat. And he's pretending to be Quint from Jaws. And the guards can barely understand him. Maybe this could be the closest I get to half a chuckle. Because I love Jaws so much. But shit, man. And then he pretends to be the Bavarian tax authority, ready to do, I don't know, ready to be a fucking leprechaun for all I know. I'm from the University of Heidelstrudel. He's ready to be, I'm Swedish, I'm from Sweden, are you Swedish? He's annoying as fuck is what he is in this movie. And I like Dana Carvey. I like him in Wayne's World. But other than that, Dana Carvey, Opportunity Knocks, I barely fucking remember. Which makes sense because I think that's a guy who loses his memory in that. So, what the fuck else did he do? I don't remember what the fuck else Dana Carvey really did. I didn't mind his bit in Moving with Richard Pryor. I'll give you that. He had a more serious role in this film I reviewed with Kirk Douglas called Tough Guys. He did fine in that. But as an actual star, I like Dana Carvey. I liked him on SNL. The plot, the ideas, the script, the dialogue, the way the character behaves, how stupid the character is, just comes off as more irritating. While Austin Powers, especially the first one, a little bit that fun, charming in a weird way. Like, I want to see where this goes. Here I just want to see when this ends. One thing leads to another, the assistant gets taken, he hides in a fucking cherry pie. There's a point where Dana Carvey's fighting. I'm like, yeah, he's really trying to be Austin Powers now. Almost the judo chop. Brent Spiner running away. He's still fucking farting. he put his face on James Brolin's face and makes James Brolin think he's Brent Spiner's character so that the father fights his son. When Dana Carvey's character was a kid, he would wear his underwear on his head. So to make his dad remember who he is, Dana Carvey rips his own underwear off, puts it on his head, talks to him, "Hey Dad, it's me," and then that snaps James Brolin out of it, takes off the Brent Spiner mask, and then later on it cuts to them finding Brent Spiner. Dana Carvey is pretending to be George W. Bush. Brent Spiner falls into a fucking pool. Is he dead? And then you hear a fucking fart come out of the fucking water with bubbles. And then you get like 8 minutes of credits, extended and deleted scenes. 8 minutes. And a movie that barely cracks 70 minutes. And even if you watch during the credits, near the end of the credits, there's this training dummy that Dana Carvey's used. Inside it, you find out, is a little person dressed up as a bald Mario brother. Mario. Imagine Mario was this big and fucking bald. He has the same outfit as Mario with the red and the blue. I'm ready to hear dun, 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 dun. Why is a mini bald Super Mario brother in this fucking movie? Why? I would yell louder, but I don't want to freak out that fucking cat right there, man. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it, this movie. This movie made $40 million. It shouldn't have made $4. Or maybe 4 butts with 4 people mooning its sorry ass. But no, I'm sorry, based on this movie, all 4 of them would fucking fart during and after the mooning. Dana Carvey, I like you, man. You picked some horrible fucking projects to star in. And no wonder you didn't get many. Opportunity Knots, the limited I remember it being maybe a time waster. Maybe. But even then I'm like, nah, I'd rather just go watch Michael Myers and So I Married an Axe Murderer. Just didn't work. And this is absolute fucking garbage. This is absolute fucking garbage. I don't know what else to say. Thanks for watching. Take care. This movie, this fucking sucks asses. Yeah, can you disguise yourself to be a good movie? Is that, oh, that's impossible? Yeah, I fucking figured. Fuck you, movie. Thanks for giving me nothing. You do nothing for me. Maybe time to go back to Cody Santana and get the fuck out of here, Maricon. You fucking puto gringo motherfucker. Fuck you, puto. Cody Santana, out of here.